No cradle waited for my birth, no gentle childhood waited too. A pounding grew inside his head, each heart beat louder than before. Olympus heard the thunder rise, a pain no god could still ignore. Strike, strike, open the way. I was not born to crawl, I was not born afraid. The blow came down, the heavens shook, the gates of thought were torn apart. And from the head of mighty Zeus I entered life with shield and heart. I was born ready, armor on my skin, spear already in my hand, wisdom from within. I was born ready, hear Olympus ring. No helpless child arrived that day, I came prepared for everything. Helmet shining, shield held high, I opened my eyes beneath the sky. No first steps, no years to grow, I knew myself, I seemed to know. The gods stood watching as I came. Athena was already my name. I carried wisdom from my birth, but wisdom never made me weak. I carried war inside my hands, but battle wasn't all I see. Strategy before the sword, reason before rage. Think before you enter war, then own the battlefield you made. I was born ready, armor on my skin, spear already in my hand, wisdom from within. I was born ready, hear Olympus ring. No helpless child arrived that day, I came prepared for everything. I am the thought before the strike, the plan before the armies move, the steady hand behind the shield, the mind that knows what strength must prove. From Zeus's mind into the light, no fear, no doubt, no need to hide. Let other gods command the sea, let thunder tear apart the night. I know the greatest kind of power is knowing when and why to fight. I was born ready, let the bronze horn sing. I came to life already, armor ready, knowing everything. I was born ready. Remember how I came. No cradle, no childhood. Athena, Folia, and ready to reign. They came with armies at the break of dawn, bronze shields burning underneath the sun, 1,000 voices shaking every wall. Athena watched them, silent through it all. No wild anger burning in her eyes, no wasted movement, no surprise to recognize. She read the battlefield like written words, and knew where every blade would turn. They charged the gates, she changed the line. They raised the shields, she gave the sign. One move, two moves, three moves ahead. Before they knew the battle had begun, Athena had already won. You already lost, you just don't know it. Raise every sword, bring every soldier. You already lost before the first blow. She knows where you'll run, she knows where you'll go. Another king came hungry for her crown. He swore his strength could bring Athena down. His strongest warriors filled the open plain. He thought that power meant that he would reign. She watched his cavalry, counted every spear, found the weakest flank and drew them near. She let them think her lines would break. She gave them ground, she set the bait. They rushed ahead, they took the field, then turned around. Their fate was sealed. No rage, no fear, no wasted breath. Athena wins with mind before strength. You already lost, you just don't know it. Raise every sword, bring every soldier. You already lost before the first blow. She knows where you'll run, she knows where you'll go. Goddess of wisdom, goddess of war. Strategy is what she's fighting for. You bring the army, you bring the cost. Athena looks at you, you already lost. Then came a champion, proud and strong, certain that Athena must be wrong. He trusted muscle, trusted steel, trusted everything his hands could feel. Athena carried spear and shield, but neither made her rule the field. Her greatest weapon couldn't rust, a mind that knew exactly when to thrust. He struck too early, she stepped aside. He struck in anger, she let it guide. One opening, one perfect choice. The crowd went silent at her voice. Strength can shatter stone and bone, but strength without thought fights alone. You already lost, you just don't know it. Raise every sword, bring every soldier. You already lost before the first blow. She knows where you'll run, she knows where you'll go. Goddess of wisdom, goddess of war. She sees the ending long before. You bring the army, you bring the cost. Athena looks at you, you already lost. Then came commanders from distant lands, maps and victories inside their hands. Each had conquered cities before, each believed they understood war. One attacked fast, one waited long, one built walls, one marched on strong. She changed for every enemy, because no battle shares one key. Against the fast, she made them wait. Against the patient, changed the game. Against the wall, she found the door. Against the numbers, changed the war. Different armies, different plans, different weapons, different lands. Every road they chose was crossed, every one of them had lost. You already lost, ay. You just don't know it. Raise every sword, ay. Bring every soldier. You already lost, ay. Before the first blow. She knows where you'll run, she knows where you'll go. Born from the mind of mighty Zeus, armor ready, nothing loose. Wisdom and warfare side by side, reason is the weapon at her side. You bring the army, you bring the cost. Athena looks at you, you already lost. She is not chaos, she is control. She sees the battlefield as a whole. She guards the city, she guards the law. She knows when peace is worth fighting for. The hour watches, the olive grows. Wisdom chooses where power goes. She doesn't worship war for war, she fights because she knows what it's for. Kings will rise and kings will fall, generals answer battles call. Heroes come and armies cross, every challenger pays the cost. Bring 10,000, bring 10 more, bring every champion to her door. Change the weapons, change the land, change the enemy, change the plan. She'll watch whatever the cost, stand against Athena. You already lost. Came where Athens would be born, white stone beneath the rising morn. Poseidon stood across from me, the lord of earthquakes and the sea. One city waited for a name, two gods arrived to make their claim. He raised his trident to the sky and struck the earth before their eyes. The ground broke open at his feet. He smiled as though I faced defeat. Let him shake the earth, let him command the sea. He came to show them power, they'll learn what comes from me. No thunder in my hands, no ocean at my feet. I touched the Attic soil and raised an olive tree. Silver leaves beneath the sun, my answer had already begun. Fruit for tables, oil for flame, wood for homes that bore their name. He gave a moment filled with might, I gave them something built for life. That is how Athena wins. Not every victory needs a blade. Look beyond the battle now, see the future being made. Let him shake the earth, let him command the sea. He came to show them power, I showed what life could be. No thunder in my hands, no ocean at my feet. He split apart the stone, I raised the olive tree. The people gathered for their choice. They judged the gifts and raised their voice. Not for the loudest show of force, they chose the wiser, longer course. Athens took my name that day, my branches growing where they lay. Poseidon ruled his restless sea, the rising city stood with me. I am wisdom, I am war, I know what victory is for. My shield is ready, so is my spear, but strength needs reason guiding here. Let him shake the earth, let him command the sea. He offered them his power, they gave their name to me. The centuries can judge us, the answer still can be seen. He struck the earth with thunder, I left the branches green. They told me of a mortal girl whose hands could make the spindle whirl. Arachne wove with perfect thread, and pride grew louder with each word she said. She praised no teacher, thanked no god, she claimed her hands surpassed us all. They whispered warnings in her ear, but pride had taught her not to fear. So I came down, I hid my name, an old grey woman watched her fame. Respect the gods, your skill is rare. She only laughed and met my stare. Let Athena come to me, let her weave and let us see if the goddess is so great. Put her hands against against my fate. Enough! I dropped the disguise like filled the room. She saw the helmet, she saw the plume. I am Athena, you called my name. Now take your thread and prove your claim. Faster the spindle, faster the thread. Gold through our fingers, blue into red. No swords between us, no shields, no spears. Only our weaving and everyone near. I wove Olympus into mine, gods in order line by line. Every figure held its place, divine law woven into grace. Across from me her fingers flew, and what she dared to weave I knew she showed the gods in mortal shame their lies and cruelty without a name. Her hands were quick, her work was clear, no mortal flaw was hiding there. I searched the border, searched each line, and hated what I had to find. Her work was perfect, faster the spindle, faster the thread. Neither surrendering, neither misled. She challenged heaven right to my face, a mortal standing in a goddess's place. I am Athena, wisdom and craft. I heard her challenge, I heard when she laughed. But skill without measure and pride without end can turn your own talent against you, my friend. My anger rose, the contest broke. No gentle lesson when I spoke. She wanted weaving without end, a life where thread would never bend. So thread became her destiny, forever spinning endlessly. 8 legs carried what remained, the weaver changed her gift retained. Remember Arachne, remember her thread, remember the challenge, remember what pride said. She had the talent, she had the flame, she dared a goddess and earned her name. I am Athena, patron of crafts. Wisdom knows something pride never asks. How high can you rise? How brightly can you burn? If nobody taught you when you should learn. Before the banners meet the morning sky, before the first spear learns the reason why, before the horses thunder toward the plain, a warrior kneels and whispers her name. Not asking her for strength within his hand, not asking her to burn the enemy's land. He asked for something harder to command, the wisdom to know and to make his stand. Athena hears, Athena knows. She sees the road the warrior shows, a quiet thought, a clearer view. The battle changes because of you. When Athena walks beside you, fear cannot decide you. When Athena walks beside you, your eyes see through the fire. She will never swing your weapon, she will never fight instead. She puts wisdom in the living before courage joins the dead. When Athena walks beside you, listen when she calls. Heroes carrying a favor rise when others fall. Odysseus knew the value of her voice. A clever mind could make the better choice. Where stronger men would rush against the tide, Athena taught him when to wait and hide. Through distant seas and unfamiliar shores, through monsters, kings, and unforgiving wars. Not every victory required a blade. Some battles turned on choices wisely made. The thought arrives, a pathway clears, a warning cuts across his fears. No thunder falls, no mountains move, a wiser choice becomes.
Hercules entered into war and felt her presence stronger than before. She cleared the mortal darkness from his sight so he could know the gods amid the fight. She climbed beside him, guided where he drove, turned hesitation into every move, with Athena standing close behind. A mortal warrior challenged the divine. Not blind fury, not reckless pride, a goddess watching at his side. The spear flew true, the horses ran, Athena shaped the warrior's plan. When Athena walks beside you, fear cannot decide you. When Athena walks beside you, your eyes see through the fire. She gives no favor to the foolish, she gives no crown to empty pride. Those who listen earn her guidance, those who boast can lose their guide. When Athena walks beside you, listen when she calls. Heroes carry a favor, rise when others fall. Before the war, she brings the plan. Inside the wall, she guides the hand. After the war, she stays the mind, because victory can make heroes blind. The cheering crowds can poison men, and pride can start another